Hi, it's Megan. I'm going to do a review for the Laura Mercier Artist Palette for Eyes. And I did not get the Artist Palette for Eyes last year, so I can't compare it. I can only talk about the one I got. So this is the box. You open it up. You get this. It's a very sleek little palette, kind of a textured. You open it up and you get 12 shadows. And the top row is kind of more pink based, and the bottom row is a little bit more brown based. So what do you get? First you get Sparkling Dew. You get a mix of mattes and some slightly shimmery shades, but they're not super glittery or super chunky, they're just slightly shimmery. So Sparkling Dew is like a bone with a pink undertone, slightly shimmery. After that comes Guava, which adds a little bit more richness in colors, a little bit more deep, a little pink, a little orange, but more pink. Then you have African Violet, which is like a taupe with a little bit of glimmer, but it's got that pink undertone as well. Plum Smoke, which is unbelievable. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. It is Plum Smoke. It's gray with plum. It's a matte. It's just unbelievably stunning. And I'm going to put a natural light swatch for both the top row and then the bottom row, so you can see these colors out in the sunlight, like not in, you know, artificial light, but you'll see how gorgeous this shade is. Then Kir Royale, another just very rich. If I look at it on the camera, as I'm looking over the side of the camera, it looks less purple than it does. It looks more garish on the camera than it does in real life. In real life, it's a really subtle, kind of a slightly under plum tone, but very, very pretty, very soft. And then Violet Ink, which is a deep, rich violet, but not like a bright purple, like a plum. And before I go to the browns, I'll tell you what I like about these shadows. I've got a whole bunch of swatches on my hand. They are incredibly soft and blendable. And so they're almost, I don't want to say idiot proof, but yeah, they're almost idiot proof. I mean, you can kind of blend them away to nothing if you want, but they're so easy to apply, and then they blend so easily into each other. The downside to that is that if you're not careful with your brush, you can really kind of flake them up on the palette and make a mess, because they do flake a little bit, but on the eye, they're just so gorgeous. And being so blendable, it's just so easy to make a pretty look. Love it. Vanilla Nuts. This is a perfect bone. So now I'll show you how I use these. So Vanilla Nuts, I took a brush like this and I put it right under the brow. And I did all mattes. The shadows, like I said, are a mix of mattes and kind of these slight shimmery glistening shades, but I just really like the mattes and just got really excited about one color, so I'll show that in a minute. Framboise is like a, not exactly taupe, it's a little bit lighter, it's kind of like a goldy taupe, brown undertone. Fresco, it's a perfect taupe, it's a matte, and I did that on the eyelid. Bamboo, again, you got kind of this gold undertone to it. Brown, a little bit shimmery. It's a little taupey too. Truffle, just a really, really beautiful, rich, lighter chocolate. And I took a smaller brush, this one right here, and I just put that in the crease a little bit. And you can see it just looks very natural. It doesn't look artificial, overdone. Like I didn't spend a lot of time. I spent almost none. I actually meant to spend more. I was going to make a real smoky eye, but then as I was doing it, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty the way it is. I don't want to wreck it by adding more makeup. Espresso Bean, this is the color that got me all excited. And I'll swatch it on my hand, even though you have the natural light swatch. Look at that. I just love, it's like this beautiful matte brown with a little bit of, it's like so dark it's almost black. It's just so gorgeous. And this is something you could really blend. I'll do it right now. You kind of just really blend into your crease and make for a much more dramatic look. And see how easily it blends in? I mean, I just made way too much there, but you can just blend it away really easily. So just kind of darken it up. And so I did that as kind of a top liner right here. You can see how quickly you can change the look. And then the Fresco, this lighter brown right there, the taupe, I did that as a lower liner. And so the Espresso Bean went kind of on the lid and then just a little bit under. That's one other thing I was gonna say. This brush is the last one I used. I used it as a liner brush. I just found this. I think it's a Laura Mercier. I think it's a lip pencil, a lip brush. But this is what I used on my eyes, and I love this brush. I don't know where I got it, but I think it's amazing. So overall, this is one of my like top palettes of the year. It has a mirror there, you can see it. It's a good mirror. It says Laura Mercier on it. Because I'll tell you why. Number one, the colors, every single one of them is usable, flattering, very natural looking, but you can do a more natural or smoked up eye depending on what you want. You have the kind of purples and you have kind of the browns. But every single shade is soft, pretty, and flattering. That I love. And even, I like glitter, but these are not the kind of glitter where you're like, yuck. These are the glitter that anybody can wear. Number two, I really like the packaging. Number three, I like the soft texture. It does require, you know, that you not kind of, I mean, just blended that in like a second. You just blend it so easily. But I like that. It's almost idiot. But anyway, for me, this is a must-have product. I absolutely love it. I love the textures. I love how pretty it is on. I just love the color. I love everything about it. This is one of my favorites of the year. And the brushes I use, I think I showed you already. These two and the one I just lost. Please subscribe on YouTube. Please provide comments. Any feedback really helps me. If you have suggestions for videos or what I should do differently, it's been a great help to get the feedback. And part of the reason it matters is I'm doing videos for my book, Get Your Child to the Top. And I think that's it. Love. Thanks for watching.